everybody, my name is Carol Mack. This tutorial will explain the functions of a privacy official. Every covered entity, no matter how small, must have one. The privacy official is an administrative requirement of the privacy rule. The privacy official is responsible for developing and implementing policies and procedures of the entity. He or she is responsible for training the workforce and determining what administrative, technical, and physical safeguards are needed. He must approve policies and procedures to allow patients to make complaints. He must approve sanction procedures for the workforce. He must approve policies and procedures for mitigating harms caused by privacy violations. He must deter workforce members from intimidating or retaliating against patients that make complaints. And he must deter any kind of behavior that causes individuals to waive their rights to obtain treatments or health benefits. The privacy official must stay abreast of changes in the law. Policies and procedures must be documented in written form. HIPAA doesn't require a business associate to designate a privacy official for their business, but some business associates may choose to designate a privacy official. When OCR published the high-tech final rule, they suggested that designating a privacy official could be a contractual requirement if the covered entity wants to delegate its privacy official responsibility to the business associate. HIPAA does not regulate the method of choosing a privacy official. The entity has flexibility to designate the best person available. Now we'll examine how a privacy officer is designated in the town of Single Peak. Priscilla and Hudson have practiced medicine in Single Peak for decades. In 1980, they purchased an old pharmacy building and turned it into a medical office. They hired Pete to manage the business. Pete became the privacy officer in 2003. Several years later, the Pruitts hired a chiropractor, and Dr. Kramer joined the practice. Unfortunately, Dr. Kramer's arrival caused a lot of anxiety. Pete was unhappy with the situation.
Hudson, Dr. Kramer's expenses are out of control. We have serious cash flow problems. I can't go on like this. My friend Guy offered me a better job. He needs someone to operate the new recycling center. And I agreed.
Oh no, please don't leave us in the lurch. Would you agree to continue part-time as our privacy officer?
No, your staff is out of control. You hire irresponsible children. My reputation is at stake. I've got my own kids to worry about. Why don't you designate Belle? She knows a lot about HIPAA.
Not Belle. Dr. Kramer is training her to be his chiropractic assistant.
Then you have to choose between Priscilla or designating yourself.
I think our attorney could help us. I'll give her a call right now. Tomorrow at 2? That's fine. Thanks, Anne.
On the next day, Priscilla and Hudson took a short walk to the attorney's office.
Hi, what brings you here today?
We have to designate a new privacy officer because Pete is leaving us.
Would you agree to be our privacy officer?
No, you don't need a lawyer for the job.
Could we designate 2 privacy officers? Priscilla and I work well as a team.
No, because the title should go to only one person. The privacy rule requires a single focal point of accountability. However, you could establish a privacy committee. I would be happy to serve as your legal advisor. The committee should also include the contact person. Have you designated a contact person?
What is that person supposed to do?
The contact person is responsible for receiving HIPAA complaints and for answering questions about matters covered by the Notice of Privacy Practices.
I would agree to be the contact person if Hudson agrees to be the privacy officer.
That's fine with me, but you have to promise to help me with the privacy committee.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
Thanks, Anne.
Every covered entity must designate a person who is responsible for maintaining policies and procedures to implement the privacy rule. In a small office, the privacy official is the licensed practitioner if the job cannot be delegated to an office manager. Thanks for joining me in this tutorial. Now I want you to meet my colleagues, Roman Diaz, President of Touchtone Compliance, and Karen Darnall of Darnall Law Office.
We made these tutorials to help you learn about HIPAA and California law. For individual attention, go to our contact page. You can send us a message or schedule a consultation.
And I'm Roman Diaz, President of Touchtone Compliance. Our online tools and expert services provide everything you need to successfully address HIPAA compliance. We identify vulnerabilities, provide a thorough risk analysis, and assist with mitigation plans, policies and procedures, and staff training.